Good morning, dear students. Now, the first colligative property, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, is clear to you, and now we are moving to the second colligative property, that is elevation and boiling point. So first of all, we'll discuss the meaning of boiling point. Suppose this is a container which is containing some liquid and I am heating this liquid. Now the liquid molecules will change into vapors, and these vapors will exert some pressure here. Now, as the heating is continued, the vapor pressure will increase, and when this vapor pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure, at that temperature this liquid starts boiling. So this is the meaning of boiling point, that is at the temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So we have to heat the liquid up to that temperature where the vapor pressure of that becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? The value of atmospheric pressure is 1 atmospheres. For example, in case of water, we have to heat water up to 100 degrees Celsius. Then only the vapor pressure of water will become equal to 1 atmospheres. Okay, now this is boiling point. Now what is the meaning of elevation in boiling point? Because my colligative property is elevation in boiling point. When a non-volatile solute is added to a volatile solvent, what will happen? The vapor pressure of solution decreases. This is our Raoult's law also. This is our first colligative property also, that when we add a non-volatile solute to a solvent, the vapor pressure of solution decreases. Now we have learned that vapor pressure is inversely related to boiling point. So if the vapor pressure of solution decreases, it means that now the solution has to be heated to higher temperature. More heating is required so that its vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. It means the boiling point of solution, which is denoted by TB, is greater than boiling point of pure solvent, which is denoted by T0B. Okay, so when we add non-volatile solute, what will happen? The boiling point of solution will increase, and this property is known as elevation in boiling point. Now what is T? Now TB is greater than T0B. Okay, so TB minus T0B is equal to delta TB, and this delta TB is known as elevation in boiling point. Okay, graphically also we can show this. Now we have plotted a graph between vapor pressure and temperature. Okay, so we know that as temperature increases, the vapor pressure also increases, and this is the maximum value of vapor pressure, that is 1 atmosphere. Now the first graph is of solvent. I started at point A. Okay, so as the temperature increases, the vapor pressure of solvent is increasing. You can see the graph from A to B. This is increasing curve. So as temperature increases, the vapor pressure also increases. And at point B, the vapor pressure of the solvent becomes equal to 1 atm. It is touching this 1 atm line. So the temperature corresponding to point B will be known as T0B, that is boiling point of pure solvent. Okay, now this is my solution curve, CD. Now the solution curve is below the solvent curve, because the vapor pressure of solution is always less than that of pure solvent. So I start at point C. Okay, so as the temperature increases, again for the solution, the vapor pressure will increase, and at point D it will meet this 1 atm line. So the temperature corresponding to point D will be TB. And what is this TB? This is boiling point of solution. Now from the graph itself, it is clear that TB is greater than T0B, and this elevation, this increase, is known as boiling point elevation, denoted by delta TB. Now, this elevation in boiling point is a colligative property. Now, why it is a colligative property? If it is a colligative property, then it must depend on the number of moles or number of particles present in the solution. So, they conducted several experiments and they found that delta TB is proportional to M. And what is this M? It is molality, that is molar concentration, molality. So it is a colligative property. Means greater is the molality of the solution, more will be the elevation in the boiling point. Now if I remove the proportionality sign, delta TB will be equal to KB into M. And what is this KB? This is molar boiling point elevation constant, or molar ebullioscopic constant. This is a proportionality constant. Now suppose we have to define KB. Now how to define any proportionality constant? So we have learned in 11th class that if you want to define a constant, put all the other things equal to unity or 1. Now in the formula, delta TB is equal to KB into M. So other than KB, only M is there. So if I put molality equal to 1, that is 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent. Whatever elevation is observed, that is equal to Kb. So if molality is 1, delta Tb is equal to Kb. Now why we are learning the colligative properties? Only to calculate the molar mass of unknown solute. So delta Tb is Kb into m. Okay, so expand the formula. Delta Tb is equal to Kb into, now what is the formula of molality? Number of moles of solute upon weight of solvent. So Nb upon Wa, and if weight of solvent is in grams, multiply this by 1000. Now delta Tb is equal to Kb. Now what is the formula for number of moles? Wb upon Mb, Wa into 1000. So with the help of this formula, this Mb, that is the molar mass of unknown solute, can be calculated. Now the next colligative property is depression in freezing point. So first of all, let's understand the meaning of freezing point. Now what is freezing point? It is the temperature at which the solid and liquid states of a substance have the same vapor pressure. Now from the graph it will be clear to you that what is the meaning of freezing point. At the freezing point of a solvent, the solid and liquid are in equilibrium. This is possible only if they have same vapor pressure. Now let's see the graph. The graph is between vapor pressure and temperature. Now see, the graph CB is for solid solvent. Okay, since from C I am starting with solid, so as the temperature increases, the vapor pressure is also increasing. So the curve CB is the curve denoting the vapor pressure and temperature for frozen solvent, that is solid solvent. And curve BA represents liquid solvent. Is this clear? Now what is point B? So at point B, now this is my solid solvent and this is my liquid solvent. At point B, both solid and liquid solvent have the same vapor pressure, and this temperature is known as freezing point. Clear? So where the point at which both the curves meet, that the curve of solid solvent and liquid solvent, that point is regarded as freezing point. So this is T0F, that is freezing point of pure solvent. Now for the solution, now this CE part, it denotes your frozen solution, and this ED part represents your solution. Now clearly at point E, both are in equilibrium. So this point E is the point where the vapor pressure of your solid solution and your liquid solution are same. So this E point is TF. And what is TF? This freezing point of solution. Now from the graph itself, it is clear that TF is less than T0F. Since T0F is more now, so T0F minus TF is delta TF, and it is known as depression in freezing point. So when we dissolve a non-volatile solute in water, the freezing point of water will decrease, that it will be less than 0 degree Celsius. Now experimentally, delta TF is proportional to M, again molality, that is number of moles, therefore it is a colligative property. Now if we remove the proportionality sign, we'll get a constant, that is Kf. Now how to define this Kf? Now what is this Kf? This is molar freezing point depression constant or molar stereoscopic constant. Now how to define it? So if molality is 1, that is 1 mole of solute in 1000 gram of solvent, delta TF becomes equal to Kf. Now how we can determine the molar mass of solute from this colligative property? So delta TF is Kf into M. Now expand this molality term. So Kf is Nb upon Wa. If Wa is in grams, multiply this by 1000. So delta TF is equal to Kf. Now what is Nb? Wb upon Mb divided by Wa into 1000. And from this formula we can calculate Mb. Now what are the applications of this colligative property? Now first application is to make antifreeze solutions. Now what happens in cold countries or in cold climate? What happens? Water which is used in car radiators would freeze because the outside temperature is less than 0 degrees Celsius and the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So in cold countries the water freezes in car radiators. Now what to do? We have to lower the freezing point of water, and for this certain substances are used in car radiators. They are added to water so that water does not freeze at low temperature, and such solutions are known as antifreeze solutions. So what we do when the temperature is less than 0 degrees Celsius, so what we do, we add some substances in water so that the freezing point of water decreases. It becomes less than 0 degrees Celsius. And which substance is commonly used? Ethylene glycol is commonly used to make antifreeze solutions. Freezing can be lowered to desired extent. For example, if we make a 30% solution of ethylene glycol, freezing can be lowered to minus 12 degrees Celsius. Now, the second application is common salt NaCl or calcium chloride is used to clear snow on roads. Why? Because again we are using the same depression in freezing point property, because these are non-volatile solutes, and when these are sprinkled over snow, they depress, they get dissolved in that water that melts over the surface of the snow, and they depress the freezing point of water to such an extent that the water, which it cannot freeze to form ice again, so melts off easily.